The bad blood between Cody Garbrandt and TJ Dillashaw finally got a chance to boil over Saturday night, and an ex-champ got his title back. Dillashaw 15-3 MMA, 11-3 UFC stunned Garbrandt 11-1 MMA, 6-1 UFC with a head kick, then moments later planted him again with a right hand before finishing him with a series of punches on the ground. The end came at the 241 mark of the second round, and came after Dillashaw was saved by the bell in the first round when Garbrandt nearly had him finished. The bantamweight title bout was the co-main event of today's UFC 217 event at Madison Square Garden in New York. It aired on pay-per-view following prelims on FS1 and UFC Fight Pass. Garbrandt went to the center and Dillashaw switched stances, like normal. Garbrandt threw a right kick. Dillashaw answered with a knee to the body, then tried a spinning kick. Dillashaw worked an inside leg kick, then danced away from a Garbrandt right. Garbrandt threw a hard right kick that was off the mark. Midway through the round, Garbrandt put together a combination that nearly took Dillashaw off his feet. Dillashaw tried to get inside, but was met with a left hook. Garbrandt got a right jab to land late in the round, but just before the horn Garbrandt landed a huge right hand that put Dillashaw on the canvas. Garbrandt moved in and nearly got the finish, but Dillashaw was saved by the bell and wobbled back to his stool. Dillashaw just missed a kick early in the second, and Garbrandt danced around him. Dillashaw tried a Superman punch after a low kick, but it was off the mark. 90 seconds into the round, though, Dillashaw landed a head kick that planted Garbrandt on the canvas. He popped back up, but Dillashaw landed a punch. Garbrandt recovered and the two went back to work in the middle. But it didn't take long for Dillashaw to turn things in his favor the rest of the way. In an exchange in close, Dillashaw landed a big right hook that put Garbrandt on the canvas. Dillashaw was on top of him in a hurry and pounced away until referee Dan Marajeta stepped in to shut it down. Dillashaw won for the third straight time and seventh time in 8 fights. Garbrandt lost for the first time in his professional career. Up to the minute UFC 217 results included. J. Dillashaw def. Cody Garbrandt via knockout punches, round 2, 241. For complete coverage of UFC 217, check out the UFC events section of the site. MMA Junkies John Morgan, Mike Bone, Ken Hathaway and Abby Subban contributed to this report on site in New York.